Children are told by elders and old to not step into the wood, for its branches grasp and its roots clasp to pull you into the fold. The darkened boughs resist our plows and will not bend or break. A poor fool's plight, the woods at night would make a warrior shake. Dark monsters leer with a sickening sneer in the forest's beating heart. No matter the cost, do not get lost. No map or captain's chart can guide your way, unless you pay the Bloodwood's final toll. Your skin like bark, your teeth grow sharp. You forfeit your human soul. Welcome back, everybody, to Ring 4 of the Unicorn Hunt. I am your co-GM, Andre. You can find me at Andre Rivera Art on Twitter and other social media. You can also find me here on Total Party Kiss on Sundays for Treasure Theologian and on Wednesdays on The Welcome In for The Atomless. That's you, Alex. Next up is where'd OBS go? Is depth. It doesn't matter, we went out of order, so just go. From... Oh. Hello? Can someone talk? Oh, everybody, hang tight. We're gonna go back to break. I fucked up. Everybody hang tight. We're gonna be right back. Hello. Y'all talk?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
There you
Hi.
go. Oh Jesus, there's a double feed. So sorry. Okay, there you go. We're gonna do real quick intros again. Alex, go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Alex. You can find me at Alder_Mancy on Twitter. Most other places at Aldermancy or creating games at Sword Ghost. I also GM Strange Hungers, a homebrew D&D 5th edition horror campaign here on Total Party Kiss on Saturdays at noon Eastern Time, and I use he, him, and they, them pronouns.
Depth.
Why don't we go in OBS order, so...
Sorry.
It fully doesn't matter. Just say, someone go.
Oh, hello, I'm Deb. I go by they them pronouns. You can find me in all the things by Chaotic Bunny, and I play Teddy, who goes by she, they pronouns.
Hi, everybody. Name's Christian. A Fluffy Goomba. Several places. You can find me on Sundays at Treasure Theologian playing Ragnar of the Iron Claw. And my pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Archimedes, who also goes by he, him.
What's up, everybody? My name is Sloan, aka Arpqueeve. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm playing Talia, she, her. Dylan, you go.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Dylan. I use she, he, and they pronouns, and I am playing Shane, who uses he and they pronouns tonight.
Hi, I'm Serenity. She, any pronouns. I DM Tragedy Theologian here every Sunday, and I'm around on the internet some places. Tonight I'm playing Vesla, who goes by any and no pronoun.
Before we jump back into the heat of combat, first of all, Vesla, you have already discussed with the huntsman that you are not going to resist, that you will not put up a fight against him and his pack of hellhounds, correct?
I'm not fighting them, however, if anything comes, because we talked about an alliance type of thing. If anything comes to me in an offensive, or like on the offense, like someone's trying to attack me, I am going to defend without attacking.
Cool.
Like basically to fit in. Like everyone thinks, oh no, I'm also getting attacked. What do I do?
Cool.
Yeah.
Archimedes.
Yes, sir.
You wish to have a discussion with the huntsman, yes?
I do.
Okay.
Things are heating up and popping off.
Yes. So this will be before combat initiates with the release of the ritual and Teddy's attempt at a second ritual in this encounter.
I think Archimedes just goes, I do not wish to fight you. I only wish to meet your master.
My master.
The unicorn.
You know not what you ask.
I ask to be free.
You are the one who has imprisoned yourself. If you wish to see the end of that, lay your arms down.
Steps aside.
Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. My phone thought I said, okay, Google. Fuck. Shut up, phone.
Not Google.
No.
Okay, Google. Destroy.
I have to turn off that feature. Okay. So at the moment, we have Shane, Vesla, and Archimedes all not resisting the huntsman and his pack. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is currently Cage, Talia, and Teddy who are all still fighting. Yes? Okay.
I guess.
Teddy,
Yes.
I believe it is time for your ritual roll. Now remind me what the ritual was.
The ritual is bottle. I can force a spirit into an object, which I'm forcing into an empty wine bottle that I just emptied.
Cool.
And it's just a dark die, yes?
You are
Right.
going to make a roll for your ritual. So
Which
you will-
is...
You are making a risk roll. You do take a dark die because you are performing a ritual, but
Okay.
similarly, you are still able to possibly apply one of your skills to gain a light-colored die, or take a light-colored die from anyone here who offers you a devil's bargain. And just a
Okay.
reminder, devil's bargains can be something that endanger another player, cause collateral damage, sacrifice an important item, betray a companion, attacked unwanted attention, etc. Any kind of unintended harm.
Alright, can I apply my skill speed here? Because I'm trying to be quick and get
That
to it
sounds fair
before...
to me. Your timing is very important here.
Noise.
That will give you 1 light die. Now, you have 1 light die and 1 dark. Remember, you are trying to make sure that your dark die is not the highest dice that you roll here. That would be, unfortunately, fairly catastrophic for you, Teddy. So does anyone else have any devil's bargains they would like to offer?
I feel like trying to put pour a spirit into a bottle is a really dangerous proposition. I don't know, but I'm unsure as to what it could be. Like, perhaps, like, if you manage to succeed, like, maybe the spirit has been weakened and it flies away, but, like, the bottle shatters and you get fucked up with some glass. Like, could be that. Could also be that the creature goes into your head, or something like that.
That is a container, technically.
Yeah, I mean, are we not just empty vessels waiting to be filled?
Is your head nothing but an empty container?
So, like, then, if you succeed, it's like, it's definitely in a container, but if you fail, then you have, like, a piece of this guy in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright. Can probably work with that. That will give you 1 more light die. I have another potential devil's bargain to offer you, Teddy.
Go for it.
Which is part of the timing of this ritual involves a release of one and the beginning of another. You're trying to get this timing correct. We do know that the huntsman is loosing an arrow at you, Teddy. My option for a devil's bargain is that someone else gets hurt. Even if you perform this ritual correctly, even if you succeed at it, the release of this arrow does still happen, and it is going either towards Greenie or directly towards Talia.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take that. No hesitation.
Without a doubt.
Okay. Alright, so then you have gathered 3 light dice that you can roll, and 1 dark die because you are risking your mind to attempt this ritual. I'm actually going to add an additional dark die because I think that trying to contain the huntsman in a bottle is something that is so egregious and threatening to your mind to attempt to do that I would like you to roll 2 dark dice. So, 3 light, 2 dark for me.
Wow.
So,
Dang.
one of the dark die does match my ruin, but it's not my highest.
What is your highest dice?
My highest is a light die on 6.
Then, Hetty, your character succeeds. The devil's bargains that you have taken still occur. Someone else is still going to get hurt. There is still the potential of this bottle shattering in your hands, or your mind being touched by the huntsman in some way. But you do succeed, and because your highest die was a 6, you get to describe how you succeed. You get to take narrative control in this moment.
Cool. So Teddy begins emptying the bottle, uses the last few drops to just take a swig, and kind of starts to trace a finger down the length of the bottle in an almost sensual predatory way before kicking Talia over so that the spell breaks, and the glass starts to like glow red hot as this spirit is suddenly kind of sucked into this bottle, like it's just edges of it, and wisps start getting sucked into the bottle before finally it's entirely encased. And they just put the cap back on.
The bottle is hot in your hands. You have managed to contain for a brief moment the spirit of the wild huntsman. His dogs still surround you. His horse is still in front of you, but as he is pulled into the bottle by the force of your ritual at the exact right moment, the arrow releases. And Andre, where do you think that arrow goes?
In the moment between the arrow being loosed and the huntsman being sucked into this vessel, the huntsman's aim is shifted ever so slightly from the bright pink and blonde figure to just above their shoulder. As this small floral mouse is skewered like a kebab.
Greeny!
First the elephants, now this.
No animal.
No pets!
The creature flies backwards and is pinned against another one of the Bloodwood trees. Is immediately killed. And you see, as the body lies there, the flower on the bulb at the end of its tail shrivels. And from the wrinkled petals, red blood.
Throw it in the river and let's go.
How do we want to do the order, Alex, of like who goes next?
So, we are still going to require a combat roll here. You have managed to stop the spirit of the huntsman for a moment, but this is quite a powerful spirit, one of the main arms of the Bloodwood. And even if you've managed to seal him away for a moment, the only thing you've done to the rest of his pack is take away whatever leader was directing them, controlling them, and holding them back from attacking all of you. So.
Oops.
You find yourselves face to face with hellhounds, horses, imps, entirely surrounded here in this clearing, even though some of you had stepped out of the direct path of the huntsman.
Is that portal still open?
The wormhole, I believe it squeezed itself shut around your
The wormhole is closed.
Damn.
Yeah.
The
So-
imps are still here.
The imps are still there.
Yes.
So that means that you guys still are attempting to defeat a monstrosity, the conditions are a little bit different, but you are still engaging in a combat encounter, which means that everyone who is involved in this encounter, everyone who is willing to endanger themselves in order to potentially defeat what you are fighting, you are still going to claim to be involved. And I do want an order for everyone to say what actions that they're taking, the ways that they're reacting, even if they're not necessarily, again, directly involving themselves in the combat with hellhounds, imps, horse, etc. So, a brief refresher for those of us. The way that combat works in Trophy RPG is when you attempt to defeat a monstrosity, you first say how you are exposing yourself to injury or attack, and then you roll a light die. The number on your light die represents your weak point. This is the risks that you're taking in order to even engage in this combat. If multiple of you are involved in the combat, you each roll your own light die, and you'll each have an individual weak point. Then, we will gather a dark die for each treasure hunter who is involved in the attack, and roll all of those dark dice together, trying to defeat a number known as the monster's endurance. I will say you've reduced the monstrosity's endurance by trapping it in a liquor bottle for the time being, but you are still facing a creature and a group of significant power. So I will again reduce the endurance because you are taking advantage of your equipment, your ritual, or monster's weakness in some way. But you still need to try and defeat the monster. If any of the dark dice that are rolled equals your weak point, your ruin increases by 1. So this is still, again, a very dangerous encounter. And if at any point any of you want to retreat, you have to give your weak point to another treasure hunter who will now suffer either if your weak point comes up or if the one that you have given them comes up. So many of you could try and flee from this encounter, but in order to do so, you have to give someone else your weak point, potentially exposing them to a very, very dramatic risk. That all makes sense to everyone?
What if everybody retreats? Is my question.
You could try.
I mean, Teddy would be retreating.
So, that being said, we have determined that some of you are not actively going to engage in the combat. Again, that was before the huntsman was stopped up for the time being. So I will ask again, who of you are going to try and fight the hellhounds, imps, etc. that you are facing?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Teddy's. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that means that we have Talia and Teddy. I still want an order for everyone else for actions that they are taking. So I think I will say Archimedes after that, and then Shane, and then we will leave Vesla for last for any actions that they might want to take. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Cage is still part of this group, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Would we want Cage in this initiative order?
Sure, we can throw Cage in there.
Okay.
I will put Cage last.
Cool.
Okay. All right, so then, Talia.
Yeah.
How are you exposing yourself to harm?
Well, I told Teddy to throw the bottle like far away so that we could run away, and to assist and try and like open space up for other folks to get out of there, I'm gonna try and intimidate these puppies. So or pretty much all the creatures. I'm just gonna like get my sword out and I'll start doing some like crazy like twirls and shit, and
Some color guard shit?
yeah, and just like yelling, like bellowing at them. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna put myself, I mean, being on the front line is pretty dangerous, so that's what I'm doing. Do I roll my weak point now?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll a light die.
Bonk.
And...
2.
Okay, remember that your weak point is 2.
We'll save this die.
Talia.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, not Talia. My bad. Teddy. How are you exposing yourself to danger?
Teddy is going to make a mistake and not throw the bottle, but will keep like a firm grip on it. kind of relishing in how hot the bottle is. It's fueling her ego insurmountably. So I think she's definitely exposed to danger with how high she is off of this great feat that they've just completed, and will try to draw her gun. But, like I said, is...
Will you roll a light die for your weak point?
Beep boo. 6.
Okay, good to know. So, I think actually before we go to what everyone else is doing, I guess Andre, how is Cage exposing himself to weakness here?
That's a great question, isn't it? Cage is going to be a little reckless in this moment and attempt to mount the huntsman's steed.
That makes sense.
Excellent.
It's a cage move. It's a cage move right there, yeah.
And I'm going to roll... Oh, shit. I dropped it. That's a 5.
Okay, so those are our weak points. Now we are going to gather a dark die for each treasure hunter. So will you roll a dark die? Will Hetty, you roll a dark die, and 1 dark die for Cage as well.
I got a 1.
Okay,
I got a 4.
all right.
Got a 5.
Ooh,
Okay. Was that Cage's weak point?
that's Cage's weak point.
All right, and those numbers added together.
It was 1, 4, and 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 10.
Okay. And only Cage, who is going to take a ruin and gain a condition. That means that we will now describe what happens here in this combat, and I will tell you, because of the reduction in the endurance that the ritual caused, you have just managed to win out this encounter. So going in order, knowing that there is, again, an element of danger here, you are not entirely routing this crew of monstrosities, but you are giving yourself a moment to retreat or flee, beginning with Talia and then going in the order that I have pre-established. How do you win?
Okay. What I said before, I am just like screaming and yelling and batting the dogs back and the imps and everything, and like clearing away for everybody else, and then I'll skedaddle. I think like once I feel like they have sufficiently like been pushed back and are hesitating, I will then take my leave. I'm not gonna wait for everyone because not everyone might go, apparently. So, but yeah.
Fantastic. Hetty, how do you succeed?
Yes. With her grip still very firmly on the bottle, they very accurately kind of... The adrenaline rush seems to tune in her focus even more, as they just seem to help Talia in clearing a pathway, like shooting some of the dogs in the legs, or like just enough to hurt them enough that they get the point and start to back up.
Okay. Then what is Archimedes doing? Even if he... Oh,
Archimedes is not here.
Archimedes is not here.
Cage hasn't described what he's doing.
I want to leave Cage till last. But Shane, what are you doing while all of this is occurring?
Something bad. Teddy has the bottle in her hand.
Yeah.
I don't want it there anymore. I think that I would like Shane to try to inch over to Teddy, and I think I just want to use precision and try to snake it from their hands.
Fantastic. Are you trying to make a reduction roll, Shane?
Yes, I am definitely trying to do that.
Okay.
What is your current ruin?
Yeah.
5.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 1 light die.
Okay. That's 6.
You may choose to reduce your ruin by 1, but someone will notice your attempted betrayal.
Yeah, me, bitch.
What a mystery.
Shane is just like, I can take that off your hands.
Don't fucking try it. And we'll point the gun at Shane.
All right. In that moment, as that happens, Archimedes, what are you doing?
Let's see. How are the hounds like looking? Are they like still and focused on all of us, or is it like what is the situation?
They're actually scattering because of Talia and Teddy, the gunshots and the sword being waved in their faces. They seem to have detached from the pack formation a little bit and are moving backwards away from you.
I think Archimedes just looks to our dear fearless leader and goes, "We need to move, and we need to go now. Pick a direction, and we'll follow."
Excellent. And since we do not have Vesla here, Andre, what does Cage do?
And that's directed towards Cage, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cage quickly puts one leg over the sort of saddle made of pelts and old leathers and sort of stitched together with vines, as he fits his boots into the girdles and pulls back on the reins of this phantom horse, and embarks out the order, to the east now, and just heads in that direction, just full gallop.
Yoink, yoink, yoink. Let's run that way.
Archimedes fully just like sprints. I think just because of how far gone he is, he might be like right next to the horse.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fast he is.
What condition are we giving Cage?
I'll leave that up to you, Andre.
Oh, I am the GM, aren't I?
You are the
one
GM.
of one of 2 GMs. I think this is not a seat of power. This is a saddle of power. And that godlike level of pure energy and spirit sort of infects his body and gives his already puffed up ego, and it inflates it even more. And suddenly he feels as though he could become a god in this moment and steal the title of huntsman from this apparition. And as he's doing that, you know what? I'll describe it next time any of y'all talk to him. Save it for later.
Then back to Teddy and Shane. What are you two doing?
Teddy still has the gun pointed at Shane and is just, what the fuck do you think you're trying to do here?
Just trying to free up your hands a little.
If I wanted to free up my hands, I would have fucking let it go.
And why don't you?
Because I don't want to.
All right, shoot a dog then.
She'll shoot, but like make it so that it's just like barely past his arm. What's a dog?
So
You're lucky
you're
I'm in a
safe.
good mood.
I do feel very lucky. Yeah, thank you.
Are they just doing a standoff? Is that what's happening? Is
Yeah.
that what? Okay. Can I, while they're doing that, can I run between them and grab the bottle and run?
Still Teddy's
Yeah, absolutely.
Big
Absolutely.
galaxy brain move right there, Sloan.
Absolutely, you can.
I would like to do that. Do I need to roll anything?
No.
Great.
Then
Yeah, they see that, hear the command, see him riding east, see these two chuckle fucks, one, both hands on the bottle, one pointing a gun, and just like, we don't have time for this, and runs between them and grabs the bottle and starts running. You can get it back when you catch up!
God damn it. Shane will run.
Talia, are you free?
We run away into the forest. Are we good? Did we lose them? Or are we still?
The hunt.
What's happening? I run through the forest. What do I see?
You are all running through the forest.
Who wants to take it?
Andre.
The hunt is now afoot.
Fuck.
As
Shit.
after Cage dashes off on the stallion, you five rather are all following in tow as this pack of dogs, slobbering and hulked out and teeth gnarled like wood, and a full battalion of imps at the behest of the huntsman are now following you all as you have effectively just kidnapped him. The imps are not singular. They come in a variety of shapes, physicalities, beast-like appendages. Some have bat wings, some have eagle's heads, some have frog mouths, crocodile skin, and all sorts of body proportions. But they all have one thing in common, and that is that they're pretty fast. A lot of them got wings, and the ones that don't, they got good legs on them.
Boy.
And they are rushing you all.
Right. Cool. I don't want responsibility for this bottle. If honestly, I'm trying to throw it to Shane, but I don't want this. So I'm running. I'm hoping that the other two got the hint and are following after, and we're all running together, and then turn over, see the two of them between Teddy and Shane. I'm just gonna like rugby toss it to Shane.
Can I try and intercept that?
I'm gonna fight you for it.
So you would like to make a contest roll, is what you're telling me?
Yes.
Just intercepted in the middle of the toss.
Yes. So what I'll have you two do is,
I feel like I should be able to help. I should be able to aid. I'm just saying.
We will get
You
to
are
that.
the one.
Yes.
You are the one throwing the lateral, so.
Yes. So.
I just don't want responsibility of this bottle while we're being chased. I think we should
so-
leave behind.
We are agreeing that the bottle itself is at stake. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently,
So,
yes.
you'll take one light die if you have at least one skill that applies from your occupation or background.
I have speed.
I will accept speed.
I've got athletics.
I will take athletics.
Precision.
All right. What I'll say is that it will be a contest between Shane and Teddy, because Talia, you have already decided to throw, but Talia, you can give a help roll.
Yes,
Yes.
I will assist.
Talia, how are you going to expose yourself to danger in order to get this die?
I don't know. I'm running through the forest. Maybe I hit a tree.
Okay. Full George of the Jungle. I love it.
Yeah, fully.
Watch out for
So
that tree.
I stumble.
Hang it.
Yeah, I stumble just a little bit.
Sure.
Get clotheslined by a vine.
And then both Shane and Teddy will take one light die for each mark of ruin you have.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Ugh.
On top of the light die that we got for the skill.
Yes.
Oof.
And both of you will be taking a dark die, as the contest itself is inherently dangerous or deadly.
And I'm gonna be adding a light die too.
Yes. You can also take as many additional dark dice as you are willing to risk.
I mean, you just lost one ruin, so just put you back. It's fine.
Yeah,
really-
I'm taking 3.
All right.
You're taking 3 dark die?
Yeah.
Oh, my
I'll take
God.
3 dark die. I'll match you.
What the hell is we doing here?
I'll take 4.
I'll match you, bitch.
Fucking.
They're just up in the ante.
We're only like 15 minutes in.
Teddy's going to disappear
all right.
into the woods.
Once you all have your dice,
Yeah.
roll all of them.
Oh my god.
That's 6 light die and 4 dark die for me.
Yes.
Alright, I'll let you.
Okay, I
So-
have 2 6s on my light die. Those are my highest.
So yes, I need to know, how many 6s do you have?
2.
Okay. How many does Teddy have?
Alright, I'm gonna roll. Have you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
I've got 1.
Shane wins this.
Okay.
For each... All right, Teddy. Here's the kicker. For each dark die in your roll that shows a 1, you mark ruin.
That puts you at 6, doesn't it?
Yeah? I'm at 6 ruin.
What happens when you hit 6 ruin, Alex?
What an interesting question. Why don't we find out after we take a 5-minute break?
Oh my god.
All right. Let's do it. We'll be back in 5. See you in a
Well-timed.
bit.
I gotta pee.
Go.
Bye.
Go pee.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. We just had a character reach 6 ruin just before we cut. Death, one more time, could you describe what Teddy is doing in this moment as Talia is attempting to pass the bottle to Shane?
So Teddy sees Talia throw the bottle and tries to reach for it, but it seems to just not quite reach their grasp, as it instead reaches Shane. And she kind of falters in her running for a moment as they look at Shane. And they look too long for a moment and see that Shane's face starts to shift and morph, kind of flickering like a candle into the features of the first person she's ever killed. And she looks at that face and starts to laugh as she raises her gun and shoots the bottle that's in Shane's hand.
Teddy, in your final conscious moments, as you feel your body morphing, and you are able to see the reflection, and that you are now your first victim, your own sibling. And you laugh. You hear from within the depths of your chest the voice of the huntsman saying, as you fully begin to shift and transform into an imp after you shoot the bottle. Everyone who looks back at Teddy is now seeing one of their former hunting party members beginning to twist and contort as their bodies' bones are realigning to fit the shape of this this person, this smaller form with maybe about 4'11". Similarly blonde hair, but now tainted with a sort of green sprinkling of moss within it. And almost as if the forest floor is also reclaiming her. Mushrooms begin to like sprout from her back and all the way up her spinal column until the last one at the top extends just a little bit further. And Teddy is ruined.
And I just add a little detail to Teddy's imp form.
Of course, yes.
As these mushrooms are growing along her back, there seems to be a growth forming at the base of her spine as it elongates and turns into a tail. The very familiar flower at the end.
Fantastic. As the bottle is shot from in Shane's hand, your hand is cut, and the immense power that was being bottled up and made it so searingly hot that it was starting to almost melt again explodes outward. And almost like there was a mini mushroom cloud that emanated a wave of wind hits everyone as Shane, your hand is currently being stomped on by the huntsman.
I fully pause and don't do anything.
Cool. Let me double check our rotation. I'm going to say Archimedes. What are you doing when after the moment this happens?
Okay, so bottle explodes, big gust of wind, pause of oh shit, the huntsman's out, and
Yes.
fully just on top of Shane.
Yes.
Fuck. I think just on what's on his mind is run right now, and run fully. So he's going to give in to the beast a little bit more, and rush the huntsman to tackle him off of Shane, pick Shane up, and continue to run.
You're picking Shane up?
Yes.
Are you using the transformation ritual right now to get further into the beast?
I will. I can't sheet. I will use a ritual.
All right.
To do beast instead.
In that case, I'm gonna need you to roll. That will be. Come on, PDF, work with me here. I'll need you to make a ruin roll.
And that's one. That's a single dark die.
A single dark die. People can offer devil's bargains if they are so tempted.
If I include my transformation, do I get a light die or no? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one light die and one dark die.
Does anyone have any devil's bargains?
I'm thinking, but I can't think of one.
So you're trying to shove the huntsman, but then you're also trying to lift me up.
Yeah, I'm trying to save you.
Oof. I think that I'm kind of covered in broken glass right now. So if you are trying to lift me up, I think we're gonna clasp hands with my glass shard-filled hand.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Okay.
So that's another light die, right?
I'm going to offer a devil's bargain. I'm going to say that this level of strength needed will require you to become a full werewolf. And you will lose your ability to speak from here on out.
Roleplay is going to be real interpretive now. I'll take it.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
So it's 3 light die and 1 dark die.
I believe so.
So I got my highest for my light die is 5, and my dark die is a 2.
Okay. And your current ruin is
3.
3. So you do not mark any ruin.
Yeah.
You manage to summon the last remnants of the wolf within. And do you want to do the roar?
I'm trying to figure out the difference between a lion's
It is a
roar
dog and not a cat, so it's not quite the same.
I think it'll just go. Let's just go.
Cool. As you use all of your fully hulking mass and shove this deity off of your party member, your now padded, clawed hand reaches out, grabs the shards, the hand now embedded with glass shards. Whew. As Shane, you almost come up flying from the raw strength that Archimedes has now. And
Just books it.
Okay, thanks.
and you guys are back up. The huntsman has been pushed.
Well, when I say pushed, I mean like pretty a couple of yards.
Oh yeah, like you are like body slamming him basically.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Shane, what are you doing in this moment?
The wind that knocked everybody back, it was just one gust of wind. It's not like a current condition or anything.
No.
Ah, fuck. I will abandon this plan and I will run.
Abandoning the plan is in the deal you made with the huntsman?
Yeah. Archimedes just saved my stupid life, so I will run after him.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Cage is not in sight. He booked it.
Okay.
Talia, what are you doing?
Just running.
Just running.
Yeah, east.
So everybody's just running at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Teddy, or the entity formerly known as Teddy. Oh, welcome back, Serenity. Quick update. Teddy got ruined. Is now one of the huntsman's imps. Cage took the huntsman's steed, and it has booked it, and is fully feeling the effects of being a god. The huntsman was shot out of the bottle by Teddy as part of her last bit of ruin. The huntsman was like fully stomping on Shane's hand before Archimedes fully hulked out and became full werewolf and body slammed the huntsman and got Shane back up. Vesla, what are you doing right now?
Scream.
I'm running after. Everybody else is running after Cage, who ordered us to run east. We're just following him, but he's on a horse, so.
Yeah.
Got it. Is everyone up and running, or are there people who are not going?
I
or
believe now everybody is up and running.
then I'm skadootin'.
Okay.
East.
Everybody is continuing to run. The hounds are still behind you. Alex, how would you like to handle the hounds in this situation as they are continuing to pursue?
I think
Mute that, bud.
I'm a goofball. I think that in this case, although Trophy RPG does not always call for certain mechanical things, I'm actually going to keep a clock here. If you guys know the mechanic of a clock in a TTRPG, this is sort of a passage of time or a marker of things that are occurring over the course of something else going on. For example, guards who are approaching, or, activities that are going on outside of the player's knowledge. So as you guys are being chased and trying to navigate your way through the forest, making potentially risk rolls to try and, follow Cage, navigate your way safely, the hounds will have a certain number of failures or rounds or actions that they're taking while you guys are doing that as they begin to catch up with you. Does that sound good? Fantastic. Then you push onward into the forest. First, the stench of the Bloodwood is thicker now. The sulfur of the hellhounds and of the imps, the smell of hot blood and bone and muscle as the elephant was crushed in front of you, the mouse was shot, the gunpowder, all that fades for that familiar scent that you had smelled as you were crossing the artery. Warm, hot blood. As you push through the woods, the trees are no longer thin, although they are, of course, here in the Bloodwood, strong. No, they grow and grow and grow in size as you run and navigate through them. Some larger than Archimedes' hulking form. 5 feet across, 10 feet across, 15 feet across, running around giant, massive logs that look almost like cathedrals or towers have been felled before you. Running. Sprinting through grass, roots, thick vegetation that clutch at your feet. The ground starts to become sticky. Puddles of something thick. Reds, greens, yellows. Slime of some kind that is disgustingly familiar. Sap as well. And what's hanging down from the trees as you are sprinting through them is not just leaves or vegetation, but instead long, thick tendrils of vines that pulse. You see ahead of you where the vegetation thickens and thickens and thickens to a point where you cannot see a way for your group to collectively navigate through it. Almost a curtain of some kind. 2 massive trees, and then between them, what looks almost like waving coral, except you're not underwater. A thick, stinking, tangled mass of silver hair grows from the trees. You can't see beyond it.
Silver hair?
Hair.
Well, if there's a curtain of vines, then I feel like it's probably pretty obvious that old man Jenkins didn't tromp through here on a spirit horse. So we probably need to look for which way he did go, Are there any places where somebody like cut through with a machete? Or are there hoof prints? A man-shaped hole in the ice, perhaps?
Do you want to go ahead and make a hunt roll for me?
How do I do that?
Well, let's go back to our handy dandy PDF.
Okay.
Let's see.
I have nothing that I could possibly use to add a light roll. I'm not a hunter.
It's also in our Discord.
Oh, that's right. Thank you so much, Christian. You're a doll.
Can I help in any way?
Yes, you are sort of acting collectively here, so
Okay.
if anyone wants to help, you're welcome to do so. You take one light-colored die for exploring the world and asking questions about it. You have done that. You've said what you are looking for.
Great.
And you take another light die if you have a skill or piece of equipment that would make your hunt easier, which you said you don't think you do.
No.
Okay. But because we have Shane helping here, I'm actually going to allow both of you to roll one light die.
Okay.
Cool. And I don't need to do any dark die.
No, not in this case.
Great.
Can I add any for my skills or just the one?
Do you have a relevant skill?
I would say blood in this case. I think I'm sort of
Yeah, maybe he got caught on a vine and
yeah.
and he's bled, and so now he's bleeding, so we can follow his blood.
How would
Deduction might make more sense, but I like blood better.
I'll say deduction works here.
Okay.
And looking at a curtain of hair and saying, my expertise with blood allows me to navigate through the hair might be a little bit more difficult. So then both of you, you will roll one light die, and Shane will roll two.
When you say it's like a curtain of hair, do you mean like the curtains that are like beads that go over doorways in like hippie stores?
More like if you've ever seen like a festival kind of thing, or there's those museums where it's just streamers hanging down from the ceiling.
Got it.
But like you cannot see past just the like hanging down curtains.
It's kind of vibey, kind of aesthetic. I did get a 3.
Okay. And Shane?
I got
Nice.
I got a 3 and a 6.
Fantastic. You will take one token, Shane, and you will encounter something terrible, Talia.
Great. Love it.
Okay. So, Shane, you, as you are sort of like coming up to this hair, your expertise with blood, I think what you notice is that there are places where this like thick tangled curtain has actually been waved aside and stuck together in places because it looks like some kind of thick sap or ooze has been brushed through the hair. So you can see places where the fact that it is tangled means that it's actually been pushed aside. There's some kind of thick material that your eye is immediately drawn to because of what you are always looking for. You can see it actually does look like something had passed through here. But Talia, as you are navigating, stepping around here, searching for the passage of where your boss might have gone to, you step around the side of one of these massive trees, and there is a crack in the wood where this golden ooze is dripping out of it, and you can see some sort of shell or something over the crack.
All right, now I have been told that unicorn blood is gold.
Yes.
So I definitely take a closer look at that tree.
Okay. Andre, you want to tell Talia who's inside that tree?
What?
Huh?
As you follow the gold trail, inside of this hollowed out vegetation lies a very familiar man. He is keeled over, his hat obscuring his face as his arms are wrapped around his torso.
Paige? happened?
I thought I could take him. And he opens up his hands, and he has a hole through his torso.
Okay, now when you say hole, do you mean
Like death becomes her? Like
do you mean like there is like a circular like hole punch in the middle of this guy's gut, or is it like he's been run through by something?
It looks as though he has been run through by something, but it is fairly thick. It's not just like a saber.
Yeah, it's okay. Can I tell? Well, you know what? Stupid question. It doesn't look good. We need to get you out of here. I get that we're on the hunt, but if we keep going, you are definitely going to bleed out.
No.
It's better to live another day and come back to hunt later.
I can take it. It's just
You
another...
are bleeding everywhere.
It's just another stupid animal.
oh my god. Am I seeing or hearing this?
I think
Oh.
you'd probably hear it.
Yeah, he's like kind of yelling.
Can I run over and Cage, you cannot. You can't live like this. You are going to die right now.
Cage finally looks up at Shane. And as he's raising his head, he says, "Look me in my eyes." But one of his eyes is askew. Loose. Almost like a googly eye that shakes with his head.
How long ago did this fucking happen?
Vesla! Vesla might know what to do. Vesla!
Vesla walks over.
I think
What?
Archimedes does too.
They just walk over. What the fuck?
I found him like this.
What's wrong with your eyes?
Question, Andre. Would you think, in the course of my transformation, did I lose my coat, or is my coat still attached to me?
Oh, you still have your coat. It's just the
Okay,
sleeves
cool.
are gone.
Cool. I think he like taps. He taps. Let's see. Who does he tap? He taps Talia, and he like opens his coat up, and he like gestures to one of the pockets, and he's just like,
Alright, I'll reach a hand in. What's in there?
"You find some numbing herbs."
Vesla.
So Vessel will take them, walk closer. I would like to go ahead and also catch a ritual. I might be reading this wrong. However, if it works the way I want it to, that'd be awesome. So, I'd like to cast Parse, which is divining the meaning in any word, writing, sound, sign, or symbol. This all looks like a sign. Can I figure out what like the eye like means? I also want to use like myths or secrets to be like, what do I know about someone's eye going out of place? Like, it doesn't look bloody or anything, right? It just
It's
looks
not
askew.
like hanging out of his head, or like it's not like detached or like popped out. It's fully just loose.
That's
like a
more
marble.
concerning.
Can you repeat the description of the ritual for me of Parse?
Sure. Divine the meaning in any word, writing, sound, sign, or symbol.
Okay. And you want to also use your proficiency in like myths and legends to see if there's anything with that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a ritual.
So I get 1 light die, 1 dark die.
Yes.
Does anyone want to?
Oh,
Devil
any devil's
me up?
bargains? Yes.
Want to devil me up, baby?
I haven't. Oh, Singer. Do you have
Oh
something?
no, please.
I would like to offer up that you possibly figure out what is happening, but the same lazy eye kind of occurrence is happening to you.
No, that is my limit. Absolutely not.
I refuse this condition.
I could lose a limb, but give me that googly eye. No.
I would rather die.
I would rather die.
I would rather be scared than get a googly eye.
Exactly.
One of the devil's bargains is sacrificing an important item. Maybe in order to cast this ritual, you like give something up. Do you have anything fancy in your bag?
Vermin repel or a jar of glowworms?
Well, you also have the numbing.
Well, that's not mine. We're gonna
Yeah,
use
but-
that to make
But
sure
you
he
can still
doesn't die.
sacrifice it if you
You can still
want.
sacrifice it. It's
I
fine.
want to sacrifice the thing that's.
You
not
also
gonna-
have a book of information.
You do fully have deep knowledge stored on your person.
That knowledge is more important than Cage's life.
Damn.
Absolutely not.
Get fucking fucked, I guess.
Fuck
Alright.
that. I will sacrifice one of those items I have. That's not a big deal, but I don't think either of them are worth it.
Which one?
Either. I think probably the jar of glowworms might be more important.
Okay. So it's the rat. What was it?
What?
A jar of glowworms.
A jar of glowworms. So like it's just.
That's
it
the thing you're
emits light.
sacrificing.
Yeah. So probably
Okay.
like to look closer into the eye or something.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I will also say, if you are very concerned about succeeding at this role without, taking devil's bargains, do remember that you can always add additional dark dye as you like if you just want to expose yourself to more danger. So if you're less worried about taking ruin and you just want to actively get in there and get a good look, you can always add as many dark dye as you like to try and get a higher result.
Okay. Cool. I'll take that devil's bargain and my skill, but I'll also add another ruin.
Another dark dye. Excellent.
Another dark die on there.
Roll up, roll up. What's your ruin at right now?
3.
Cool.
Let's see. What?
Oh.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. It was worth it. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
I haven't
So
taken
that-
one yet, so this is fair.
So that is a full success. Normally you would describe how you succeed, but I do think, as the GM Andre is likely going to need to give you some information about how you succeed in this instance. But I am wondering if, Depth, you want to give Vesla a condition. If you have any ideas.
The moves.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it's very good.
Give it a shot.
But you cast this ritual, and as you're trying to determine what's happening, you glance away and glance back, and now everyone in the party has this condition, to you at
Oh.
least. You can't look them in the eye because it's unnerving. They all move the exact same way.
I think I might have to time that out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That I think
That's
fucked with me.
okay.
I'm so
Excellent
sorry.
condition, but
That's okay.
very big respect on that. I do love the idea. How about this instead, if this works? So you're reaching into this sap thing. You're trying to divine some element of what is going on here. Maybe instead there's an element of obsession that happens. Something that's more mental for your character than like a physical thing that they're perceiving, where they're just like trying to seek out signs like this, or like wanting to search other party members to see if they're injured or to check if they have any kind of like sap coming off of them. Just an obsession with these signs and symbols.
That works awesome.
Cool.
Sticky.
Stick.
Vesla, you are holding up this jar of glowworms. And you are trying to get closer to Cage as he looks completely dazed, like he has been knocked back down to earth somehow. And as you move the jar closer to his body, he pulls away. You go and you put it closer until the point where he cannot bend backwards anymore without falling. And then his body splits as he appears to be made of something gelatinous. And bends around the glowworms, and he speaks aloud. I almost had you. And the illusion of Cage fully just melts into a puddle and then slimes away, going kind of back around these huge, like, redwood-sized trees.
Well, good to know. Did
we
you
all
find
hear-
anything?
Did we all hear that, or was it just Vespa?
It was only Vesla who heard that.
Oh.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
This forest sucks. Did you find anything?
Yes, so stupid. Yeah, there's very clearly a way through here. I lead you through the part in the hair.
What a terrible phrase.
Yeah.
I think while they're doing that, I think Archimedes like slides over towards Vesla and just like gives them a look of like, "Are you okay?"
Aw.
Because they can't speak.
Dog in your
Wolf,
face.
wolf boy.
Boy.
At that response, they'll just take the numbing herbs they never got to use, just open the pocket, put it back in, give it kind of a like backhanded pat, kind of stand, push the coat aside, look over to see if there's anything peculiar, but then just follow immediately after, and just like, what could be more peculiar than you turning all the way into a werewolf at this point?
Right,
I don't know
right.
what else I can find right now.
Exactly.
Gelatin that just tried to eat us.
You just got like a nice low.
Christian,
Follow. Yeah, what's
I'm
up?
gonna need you to stop.
I can't do that. I'm a wolf.
I'm gonna need you to stop, man.
I can't do that. I'm a wolf now. Andre made me a wolf.
Shit, Andre.
Uh-oh.
Back again.
No, that's fine. I will, when we get over where the split in the hair is, go. It spoke, by the way, if you were curious.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think it was the unicorn.
And unicorns be jelly?
No, I think the unicorn was using the forest in a gelatin form to manipulate the form of Cage.
Oh.
It said that it almost got me, and just slipped away.
Oh. Very, very wily.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be on the lookout for gelatin and mysterious cage-looking creatures.
I mean, honestly, anything that. How did you find him? Was he just sitting there?
He was in a tree. He was in the tree. There was golden ooze in it. I know the unicorn blood is gold, so I looked closer, and then he was inside the tree.
Maybe it was gelatinous unicorn blood.
I will say, if you look back to the tree, the blood's gone.
Gelatinous unicorn blood.
So when it slithered away, did it kind of look like slime, like golden slime? Like
It
goo? Like
it
those
did.
putties that you play with?
Not quite golden. More like amber. Or like Carmelite. Kind of that like orangish brown translucent color.
Yeah, so
Oh,
not
like
the
a-
same as the blood
like
that
a
we saw
maple.
earlier.
So maybe.
Yeah, it seems to be a
like a
different
meatball?
material. Do you say a meatball?
Like
That's
a
what I
maple.
thought.
Like a maple.
maple.
Like a meatball.
I heard meatball.
Like a meatball. You know meatball trees?
Like a meatball.
I mean,
Ooh.
they've got angel hair, so like, as well.
Where's the sauce?
I don't know. Where is the sauce?
Where's the sauce? It's under the sauce.
Under the
Uh,
sauce.
It's under the sauce.
Let's go. Let's move forward through this hair. I will take point if nobody else
Cage?
wants to.
I would like to.
I think.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I think right now, Archimedes is just like keeping his nose up. Now he's trying to smell for Cage because he knows what that bastard smells like. From just
It's a strong musk.
strong. ugh.
He wears some pretty
uses
unique
5-in-1.
colognes. Yeah.
Toxic masculinity.
He uses 13-in-1.
13
Yeah.
Aw.
Shampoo,
Aw.
conditioner, car wash,
Battery acid.
Lubricant.
dishwasher.
No, Andre, that's another one for the
Lubricant.
tally.
That is a one-way ticket to a yeast infection. No.
Headlight
thank
fluid.
you. Headlight fluid, washer fluid.
Blinker fluid.
Blinker fluid, yeah. And soap.
And Alfredo.
And Alfredo sauce.
Of course,
There's the
Alfredo.
sauce.
There's the
sauce.
sauce.
There's the sauce. We found it.
You are pulling open the curtain, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting in there. I got my sword out right behind.
And Shane, you're the first one to do it, yes?
Yeah.
You open up the this curtain of hair, and you see it is the woods at this point have been completely shrouded in vegetation, with the trees so thick and with so much branching that basically very little natural light is coming through the canopy. And as you step through, your eyes have to shut from how comparatively bright it is, as there is a perfectly circular opening in the canopy. And it is a perfectly lush green grassy field. And on the other side is another one of these large trees, but with a sort of not quite the same sort of bending of the tree that had happened with the fake cage, but almost more like a machine in some way, of almost like some sort of like upside down archway, as there is a very thick reflective substance between these two thick trunks that the moonlight is managing to obscure from your position what is inside of it.
I am gonna slowly head over there, but I will kind of whisper to everyone, let's not be foolish this time. And trust whatever we think is there.
You move. You move forward.
Yeah.
And the grass is pretty tall, honestly. And you're able to like put your hands down and like touch the grass, and it feels soft. Almost velvet. Warm and soothing, like a blanket. As you're moving forward, the glare from the moonlight recedes, and you notice that there is actually a small amount of ambient light coming from this substance itself that is somewhat like a pure yellow color from the center that illuminates a body, a humanoid body. And you all recognize this figure. Not as Cage, but Snipes. And as you move closer, you notice not only that this amber is glowing, but that the tree itself is thrumming and has these bursts of red flashing upwards as if it were a heartbeat. And you feel, as you get closer, that pulsing in your soles and the soles of your feet.
Is that actually Snipes?
I don't fucking know. Is there any of that, like, viscous unicorn blood nearby?
Not here. No.
Is the body prone, or is it standing? Is it looking at us? What's up?
It almost appears to be in like a crucifix pose.
That changes things.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like a
So
scarecrow
it's-
almost.
Is it like nailed to anything?
No, it's fully just floating in whatever this gelatinous concoction is.
I see. I misunderstood what was happening. So there
Yes.
is some sort of gelatinous fluid suspended in the air, and the body is also suspended in the fluid.
It is connected to the two different trunks, like soap, like soapy bubbles, but like it's just a single solid.
That doesn't seem like something that we should touch.
No.
Let's keep looking for where Cage went.
Agreed.
Can
You're
we
looking
ignore
for
Snipes
him.
and look around?
Oh wait!
Whoa.
Oh wait!
What do you say? Say it again. One more time.
You're looking for him. As the Snipes inside slowly raises his head, and you can tell, even through the liquid, that this is an actual corpse, as there's exposed flesh and bone.
Oof. Is that you, Snipes?
I wouldn't talk to it.
Snipes. What an interesting name.
That doesn't know. All right, let's keep looking for footprints.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk to it?
You do whatever you want.
Thank you. And he'll just look up and go, "You talked to me before. Let's talk again, Snipes."
This is fun.
Say that again, I didn't hear that.
This is fun.
This is fun? Is that what you said? I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's what I said. Yes.
Are you bored here?
I'm always surprised when people come. It is fun for me.
So you are the legendary one we've been looking for. It's an honor to meet you.
You still want me? Yes?
So we'll just look to everyone else and go, "You have your own opinions, I won't speak for you."
Oh, I'm looking for footprints.
Yeah. Same.
Go ahead and give
Not
me
engaging.
some.
I engage
Yeah.
with the formerly known as Snipes.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Glad he's dead.
I don't talk to corpses. It's a
Rip.
personal rule.
You don't talk to horses?
Corpses. I don't
Corpses.
talk to corpses. It's a personal thing.
Is that a thing that comes up?
Shame gets the blood.
I mean,
so no more contact.
Can we do the same setup we had earlier for the search where I rolled 1 and Shane rolls 2?
Sure. Yeah. Archimedes, are you also hunting? Because I know you had you were like trying to like smell out Cage.
Yeah. So I'm listening, but also letting my nose do most of the doing.
Why don't you go ahead and also roll me a hunt roll?
Yep. I got a 4.
Okay. What did everybody else get?
I got a 2.
Yikes.
And I also got a 2.
Oh no. That's not good.
No.
That's no good.
All right. So,
A 1 and a 2.
I'm gonna start with.
Oh wait, because I guess I'm using your transformation. Would I get an extra die?
Oh yes, because you are transformed. Go ahead and add that.
That's a 4.
We're gonna go ahead and start with Talia and Archimedes, as you are both on sort of the same trail. Talia, Cage has taught you how to hunt using just tracks and remnants on the terrain itself, and you are now having to use that to find him. And you managed to find not only his footprints, but you can see next to them are hoof prints. Archimedes, you are picking up the scent of Cage as you are trying to navigate through these thick trees, and you are noticing that the scent is getting stronger, but also in some way changing. As you two have to walk out of the curtains again. And you see Cage again in the same position that he was in before. Hold on.
Pop him. Just pop him in the face. Just pop. Pop.
Is our DM okay?
Oh, thirsty.
No dying, I think.
I'm dying of the sickness.
The plague!
They're not down with it.
Oh. I'm confused by the verbiage, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
You see Jesus?
No.
What? Get out of here.
God damn. You see Cage. The same as he was before. Gored in the center. Head low. His arms covering the wound.
Is it black? Is it red or is it gold again?
It's red and gold.
As the last time it was just gold.
Last time was also red and gold.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Are you really Cage this time?
Are you real?
Talia. The fuck are you talking about?
Well, we found you in a tree, and then you turned out to be jelly. There was a gelatin creature who tried to kill it.
Shut the fuck up. Help me, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, alright, I'll go help him.
You do
I
so.
approach carefully.
I'm at the ready to pull them away, just in case.
I touch his shoulder.
Slap him in the face.
It is the same boxy, muscular shoulder you've squeezed on several times before.
Oh, thank God. Alright. What happened?
Don't fucking do it.
Do what?
I thought I could do it.
You still can. We just gotta get you out of here first, and then come back when you're healed.
Talia. He pulls out his revolver. Gives it to you. Good luck leading the pack.
You're not gonna die in here. We're gonna get you out. It'll be... Can I call back Vesla? Shane! And like call back.
Am I even nearby? I know that I.
You're on your own hunt right now. Vesla, you do hear that.
Oh, God. Okay.
Let's get back to Vesla as she is talking to the snipes in the ooze.
I'm gonna, with the response of you still want to find me, I'm gonna talk to my head and go, can you hear me like this?
I can, yes.
Is this back in my head or is it out loud?
It's in your head.
Okay. Finding you isn't specifically my prerogative. I like to make money. You like to have fun. I could send people on their merry way into your forest, take their money for information, and then you could have your fun. I just need information to go off of. I don't want you to die specifically. I don't want to cause you harm. This was just the best way to get in.
But we both know there's information you do want.
There is. Do you have it?
I can't say that endangering my own life is a fair trade.
One more time. I'm trying to process what you said and I just can't.
I can't say that endangering my own life is a fair trade.
For information? For my information? How would harming you gain my information?
You wish to send more people here.
You said you have fun.
I
thought I
don't
was helping.
ask for it. But I still have my fun.
I could
That's
tell
what
everyone.
everybody talks about when they come. Game.
I can. How about this? I can sell information that you're finally gone. I'll just need something, it doesn't have to be real, to show that, like you said, in people's games, someone won. To them, it looks like whoever killed you won. But in reality, it's you that won. And if you have information on Jewel, I'll do that for the rest of my goddamn life.
Hmm. The corpse smiles as it hums. And that's when you hear Talia calling out from outside the curtain. Shane.
Yeah.
So, you're going out in search of in search of Cage specifically, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And something is coming over you. And you realize that because of the lack of light that is like the darkness from the canopy that has shrouded you all in all of this gloom and refracted red light from all of the red leaves. That you haven't been able to see anything sparkle in a long time. Nothing shiny in many, many hours.
I take the chain from around my neck, just to peer at it. And then I think reach into my pocket and pull out some of that glittering unicorn dust that I found on the dirt. Just to ground me.
You are able to just barely sate this craving, this pull, this desire, when out of the corner of your eye you see, ding, a little sparkle on a tree.
I head towards it immediately.
You rush towards it. Yeah. And you see a sort of smear of gold, very similar to the blood you had seen earlier. But this looks very intentional and made by a figure. These are not the same markings that you had seen before etched in the wood of the sort of creatures that the knight had made in the wood. These look like symbols. These look like sigils of some kind that are painted against the wood. And these look rushed. These look done in broad, heavy hands.
Fuck. I look behind me, and I think I'm gonna follow the trail.
That's the moment when Talia calls out,
Fuck. I push forward.
as you walk forward, sort of past the tree, you feel as that sigil suddenly burns bright.
Can I examine it closer and
Yeah.
see? Yeah.
Go ahead and make me... Are you using any skills?
Deduction.
Go ahead and roll me a risk roll.
Okay. So that's one light die, one dark die?
Yes. Does anyone have any devil's bargains?
Can't really think of one.
What's Dylan trying to do?
Dylan is trying to parse out what this sigil that's been marked on the tree in Unicorn's blood is.
Okay. I think I have a devil's bargain for you.
Go for it.
When you, or if you figure out what this symbol means, your subconscious becomes almost obsessed with it, and you can't help but to always do motions in that pattern, whether it's drawing it with your finger or pacing in that pattern or looking at objects that follow that pattern.
Absolutely, I'll take that. Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What's
Does that
up?
put you at? What does that put you at?
6.
Oh. Oh
No.
Oh shit.
Join me.
Oh, this
no.
is perfect. Oh,
Yay.
I pray for moments like these.
Okay.
All right,
Wait, tell Alex. Alex just got back.
Okay.
Alex.
Yeah.
Shane's at 6.
Shane just hit 6 ruin. Trying to analyze the sigil marked in gold.
Wow. Yeah. That mean you made a decision?
I mean, he's getting ruined fully.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you are trying to parse out what this symbol is supposed to be. God damn it, if Vesla weren't so fucking interested in that dead guy, maybe she could help you, but... Or if anyone else had anything to do, no one has been of any help this whole fucking time. All you wanted to do was get the fucking blood and get out.
Yeah.
As you are trying to parse what the hell this thing could possibly be, your fingers run over it again. And as you do it again, it glows again. And you very suddenly, you feel yourself impaled from behind. Gotcha that time.
Did you? And I'll clutch the end of the sword that's coming through the end of me.
You are feeling what has come through your body. And it appears to be like a branch. It's thick. It kind of comes to a point, but it has one slight divot that managed to cut through a good amount of your organs. What was the last thing you said?
I said, did you?
You did get a prize.
What prize is that?
blood. And then you called me.
I want to try to snap the edge of the branch just so that I can pull myself off of this thing and turn around to face this thing.
Alex,
Yes.
I think they earned it.
What does that mean, Echoey Andre?
If you think so. Just a glimpse.
Just a glimpse. Oh, hold on. You manage to, with your last surge of energy as your blood is boiling itself, you snap the branch and you fall forward and you limply turn around and you see some misshapen looking motherfucker. Something almost raggedy as you see the branch that you just snapped off is bleeding gold. And you remember that there are people who believe that a unicorn's horn can become a wand. As all of the blood just kind of spills. And you realize that there was another slight emanation of light coming from it before it completely fades. As you're looking towards the figure, it has a thick, concave body, or convex body, I should say, that looks almost semicircular. With tiny, tiny scribbles of legs. And misshapen little feet. It has this head with two wide-set eyes. One looking at you, and the other askew. But this one is not loose like the fake cages was. It is swiveling. They both are, like a chameleon.
Yeah.
As it not only sees you, but sees through to your soul in this moment. And that broken part of its head suddenly, as if almost like a rock formation, another horn just bursts right back into place.
As I kind of drop to my knees as this is getting worse, and just Cage must be so pissed.
He was.
Is he dead already?
You will be soon. Thanks for playing. And how does Shane get ruined?
How does Shane get ruined?
Yeah. It can fully just be death if you want. Does not have to be.
I want for Shane to take the hand that had just like smeared the unicorn blood on that sigil and just fucking and go full forest.
As you lick the blood, you can almost swear that it's laughing, as if to say, "What a good sport." And you collapse, and you feel your body turning into soil. This process that takes usually years, you feel in seconds. As you suddenly feel your body injected and decomposing and eroding and filled with bacteria and worms and ants. Your back, grass shoots up. And little daisies, as if to remember you. Everywhere except your hand that you licked. As it continues to mark the sigil repeatedly, as if on loop. Going back to Vesla, are you going to join Talia and Archimedes?
Did I get an answer? Or...
I will need time to consider this offer.
I have nothing but time and many lives.
I know.
I'll be back. Vesla goes to smile in the normal, like, gotcha, and then the I know, and it's like a little off kilter before turning to go help Talia.
So my guy has put the pistol into my hand, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she was saying, "We're gonna get you out of here." Does he say anything in response to that?
Make sure none of these motherfuckers get a coin.
Oh my... I mean, I can't just walk up and say, "Hey, I'm in charge now." Right? There's like a secret word? Or is it the gun? As long as I have the gun? Cage?
There's no more warmth from his shoulder.
Fair enough. I'd push his body over and give it and then stand up and give it a little nudge with my foot.
As you nudge it, his body shoots back up.
Oh god. Okay.
His eyes are loose and no longer just his eyes. They are glowing bright green. And he almost seems to levitate back into standing.
No, hell no. I put a bullet in his neck, right through here, to try and hit his spine.
Go ahead and make me a, what do I want you to roll? Gonna go ahead and ask you to make a risk roll.
Yeah. I am using defense.
Yep. You will need to add a dark colored die.
Yeah.
Any devil's bargains.
Oh, go ahead.
My devil's bargain is just that in shooting Cage, like the reverberation of it, like just absolutely covers you in his blood.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's easy peasy. I will take that. Okay, this is fine. Here we go.
A lot more people died in this fourth ring than I thought we were gonna die.
My highest roll is a 4.
Okay. Your goal is to explicitly try and stop this from happening, yes?
Yeah, she was gonna shoot him anyway, but she tries to put like one in the head, one in the neck. Or like pivot. Actually, if she can like kite around him and just like execution style right at the base of the skull.
Sure. You do a deft maneuver and unload one of his own bullets at the base of his cranium. And suddenly just falls dead again.
Well, that takes care of that. She looks at the gun. And down at the body. Well, things are both less and more complicated now, I guess. And she bends over and begins to. She takes the sword, the machete that Cage has, and puts it on herself. Kind of like pats through to see if he has any more ammunition, and looks through the other stuff if he has anything else helpful in his pockets.
As you grab the machete, it suddenly is filled with barbs and thorns as you prick yourself on the handle, and his whole body is suddenly an entire bramble.
I look at. God damn, you got a long ass name, dude. I've forgotten. I can't. What's your name, my guy?
Archimedes?
Archimedes. I was like, the only thing my brain was giving me was Andromeda.
What? This was so wildly in character.
She looks at. She looks at Archimedes. Super awkward. I kind of have what I need, so I'm gonna go. If you want, you can follow me. We can get out of here. But I'm out. I'm done.
I'm not done.
Do we all hear that?
You do hear that. as the bramble shifts.
You're still echoey.
Oh. I'm so bad at that. As the
I liked him narrating himself.
as the brambles shift and are like moving the body up. And you can hear there's as the body is being like pierced, almost like it's being like pinned in place. As there is a felled stump with a fairly flat base that the body is moved to very close by. And this bramble is and finally just rescinds, and you see Cage posed, mounted, as if he were alive, holding his rifle.
Huh.
My trophy.
That's very ironic.
It's like the name of the system. Oh my god.
Oh my god. He said the name.
He said the
Roll
name.
credits.
Okay.
Roll credit.
And you see your mentor figure satirically posed as if he had won.
I'm so sorry. Because she laughs, like gives a good chuckle looking at that, and just says, "That's pretty ironic," looking at Archimedes. Wish I could take a picture. Well. Bye.
I just love that so much. It's like such trauma. Bye.
It's Harma disappearing into the hedge.
Let me clarify. I think it would probably be surprising that she seems so blasé.
Yeah.
Definitely a change of character, but she kind of like gives his gun, a twirl around her finger, and then puts it back in the holster, very self-satisfied, because she's gotten what she wanted.
Yeah.
And you get the very clear feeling that he died, but she doesn't care.
Gotcha. If this thing is speaking in our minds, I think, because he can't speak out loud.
Yeah.
Archimedes will just go. Do we get to meet you, or are you just gonna show us poses of our former associates?
I've already met one of them.
And who would that be?
When you return, you'll know. Do you wish to meet me?
I do.
I do not. I'm walking.
I'm good. I'm Gucci.
I don't.
For the record, she said, "I'm leaving. You can join if you want," and then left. Just in the process of walking away.
Do you even know where to go?
Back the way we came. We'll figure it out. We'll get there.
Are you trying to leave? Oh, hold on. Are you trying to leave the Bloodwood?
Yeah, dog.
Like fully just abandoning ship.
Nope. Yep.
Cool.
She's done. She needed. Okay. She was on this trip to get money so that she could pass that and get to leading the pack. She's dead now.
Done.
It's hers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I mean, the
She's
pack's not
leaving.
looking great either.
Oh, it's not you all. The people out there.
I'm talking about the other pack. I'm talking about the pack that joined us and then disappeared, and also our friend in the amber bubble.
Oh, it'll be fine. It's not my concern.
All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, I have what I want. I'll tell people that I'm leaving. If they want to come with me, they can. If they don't, fuck them. I'm going.
Can I have you make a hunt roll
Yeah, for sure.
to try and find your way out?
Try and find my way out. Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. That was way off. That's a 1.
Cool. As you are essentially saying, it's over, I'm out, you are going through these trees, and what are the thoughts that are running inside of Talia's mind?
head.
Yeah.
Well, we all know that she doesn't have a whole lot going on up there. But Talia is currently definitely still on edge, but is just kind of like running victory laps in her head, like fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. And thinking about how things are gonna break down when she gets out to and makes her way back to the base or whatever, and is thinking that she just has to be low-key and careful and be smart, and she'll be out of here in day and a half tops, and
You
then she'll be
are
home free.
giving yourself these self-congratulatory like affirmations
Yeah,
and
flipping the gun around, just
twirling
Powerball.
that revolver as suddenly you hear a very familiar horse appear in front of you, now mounted again by the wild huntsman.
I was just leaving. I won't even eat a leaf. I'll just go.
No one leaves.
I run.
Alex,
Yeah.
what should we do? What should we do about this runaway?
I would
I
actually
would just
love to
also like to say,
Yeah.
sorry,
No, please.
Teddy is an imp with the huntsman too. So.
Ooh. Yeah. So first of all, I do think it would probably be a risk roll. Incorporating 2 dark dice. But I would also be interested in kind of seeing this as like a contest if you want to step in as like Teddy the Imp, and see if you can kind of grab your last hurrah. So that could be a fun way to use the mechanics too, is to do a contest roll here.
I like this.
How do you do contest?
You are going to... Andre, please.
I have it pulled up here, I can tell you. So if you're doing a contest roll, you are... Oh, where did it go? I just had it.
I believe you're going to gather light dice equal to your ruin, and then take as many dark dice as you like in order to try and get a number of 6s.
Okay. And can I add something from my things that I can do?
Oh, yes. Here, hold on. One light die for each mark of ruin. One light die if the contest is something you're skilled at. You will take a dark die if the contest itself is inherently dangerous. And you will take as many additional dark dice as you wish.
And I gain ruin if I roll a 1.
You gain ruin if you roll a dark die as your highest, and that high number is higher than your ruin.
For a contest, don't you also gain ruin equal to the number of 1s you roll on your dark dice?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I doing this as well?
Yes, except you're just going to roll 6 light dice and as many dark dice as you want. You're not really in danger.
Yeah. I can truly just roll like 10 dark dice with no repercussions.
That's
You know
wild.
what? Why don't we call this actually? Why don't you roll 6 dark dice, Teddy, since you're at 6 ruin and you've fully been ruined. You don't get any light. You just do 6 dark.
Alright, that sounds good. I was about to say, I was like, this is heavily.
Okay.
Cool.
Here we go.
Are you running physical?
Yoink, 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 yoink. So what am I counting?
Who has a 6?
I have a 6.
How many 6s?
I have 1 6.
I have 2 6s.
That means Teddy succeeds this contest roll. How many 1s do you have on dark die?
None.
Okay. As you bolt, the huntsman simply commands a finger in your direction as this creature that used to be Teddy lunges out. Do you want to describe what the imp is doing in the pursuit of Talia?
Sure. The imp probably moves a lot more different than Teddy ever did. They kind of run in an almost feral aspect. Very kind of focused and one-track minded as they just immediately break away from kind of the group of imps that were trailing behind the huntsman and just almost like a cheetah would, just claws at Talia's ankles until she trips.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and have would you say another contest roll in order to get out?
Play think that
Mute yourself.
I'm a goof. This is the forest halting Talia's progress to escape.
Mm-hmm.
You've been pinned. You've been beaten. Trying to continue to escape or contest a single entity doesn't really express how much you are surrounded by monstrosity and danger. So, certainly maybe another risk roll if there's an opportunity, but at this point, surrounded by hounds, the huntsman, imps, maybe it makes more sense that Talia simply gets dragged back deeper into the Bloodwood.
The imp pins you down as the dogs return and are slobbering and barking and growling as they have been. And the huntsman, not even 30 paces away, trots over. Looks down almost regally. Take her to the atrium. Oh wait, hold on.
Take her to the atrium.
Can I shoot at the imp that's on top of me? Is that a thing that I can do?
You were holding your revolver.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shoot me, bitch.
I'm gonna say you can shoot. But there's no ramification for it. As do you unload a bullet?
Yeah, I put a bullet, like, in the imp's head.
You try to put the bullet right between the lobes, and the debris that comes out of the imp's head is just dirt. It's just like just earth. And the hole is quickly filled in with ants that are almost like rebuilding like a colony. And the imp grabs you, holds you up, locks your arms, and is incredibly strong, even though this is someone a foot shorter than you now, and pushes you along. And you head back the way you came, or the way that you were going, rather, towards the curtains. Archimedes, you are back past the curtains now?
Yeah.
Vesla, as you turn around again, Archimedes is there.
Do I see the cage trophy?
No, the cage trophy was like further into the woods where he died.
You got it. Where's Talia? She called for me? Or called for us?
I mean, all Archimedes can do is just like snort and goes like, and just like that way.
Right. Sorry, I forgot. Just kind of looks at you and then just starts walking that direction with the kind of come on. And goes to the direction that Archimedes pointed.
Before you two are able to leave, Talia is pushed forward by the imp and placed inside. And the vegetation the hair like follicles that are dangling from the branches above get thicker as the huntsman is on the outside. And as you all are looking at each other, there's suddenly a voice behind you all. It's very present, but still sort of echoes as if it were still in your minds. Well, here I am. And I'm gonna send y'all a picture. Hold on.
Finally!
Picture?
Let's go.
Where's it
Okay.
at?
I'm gonna put it in our chat here for Total Party Kiss. Hold on.
Picture.
You see a creature that appears almost entirely made out of wood.
Oh my god.
I love it!
Oh my god!
The little chameleon.
Its mane seems to be just a series of grassy patches, as well as the tufts on its elbows and the goatee from its chin. It lacks a mouth. There's no nostril holes. The only recognizable elements of a face are the two leaves protruding from the sides of the head, the same color as the trees around you, and the two swiveling, rotating eyes that, at the core of them, shine bright like headlights. You see its tail extends backwards for its body and curls back around and is this misshapen root that has a clump of clay in it, caught as if it were planted into the earth by its tail. Its legs are similarly knobby, and its hooves, quote unquote, are all unevenly broken patches of earth as you see it hobble towards you, almost like a Rankin Bass animated special character would, like that. And looks at all of you. Did you have fun?
What the fuck are you?
And that's where we're cutting the episode!
God damn it.
Amazing.
What a great way to end.
Damn!
This motherfucker
This design is outrageous.
This is
So
the most perfect.
Good.
twisted and
I
hateful
love it.
to look at. This looks like a mistake.
Am I allowed to get this tattooed on my body?
A
Where?
mistake of
Please
nature.
do.
Where
It
would
would
you-
be
I will.
such an honor.
I
Yeah.
will.
I'm
love
getting
it.
a tramp stamp of this.
Oh. Do you want to get matching tramp stamps with me?
That's the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me.
You want to
in
get
my
romantic
whole
tramp
life.
stamps of this weird chameleon wooden unicorn with me?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Jesus Christ, it's so ugly.
It is so heinous. Like it is.
I
It
love
is.
it.
Ugly. Wow.
I think it's
so in
cute.
love with it. It's so cute.
Look at this
It's
disgusting
like-
I know that
creature.
I'm like part
You
of the
know those,
forest now,
like,
but I think it's cute.
Yappy dogs that just have the bug eyes and just
Oh,
look
yeah.
like hell's spawn. It looks like that.
This looks like if somebody tried to make like a corn husk doll of their dead pug. Like,
Or has taxidermy.
You know when like adults still have their childhood blanket and
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks like just
it looks like it looks so tortured.
just scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the look.
Honestly, this is like if someone in medieval England has seen a chameleon, but has also seen a pug, and doesn't
Yes.
remember that they're different.
Yes.
and it said make a unicorn.
I don't
Yeah.
know how the person who made also all of this roasting and is in good fun.
Oh, I
love
designed this
it.
thing to be the fucking ugliest thing and also
know-
the cutest
It's
I
thing.
so
love
cute.
Whoever
It's-
made that tapestry fucked up so bad. Like, how did they miss the mark
Well,
by that much?
everyone, it makes sense if everyone that goes into Bloodwood is so insane that they think the only way for it to be worth it is if it was pretty. Like, they fully just repressed that shit and were like, this is pretty, because what was it fucking for?
I don't even
Yeah.
think anybody who's ever seen it had any involvement in making a tapestry.
This is horrific.
Nope.
It's
True.
Nobody.
I want to adopt it from a rescue and put it in a sweater. Like,
World's
I-
ugliest bitch.
I want to put this into hospice care. Like, I
Get this thing a cast, something.
I love that Dylan and I are over here, and then there's Sloan all the way over here.
Yeah, I think it's friend shaped.
This thing needs to be put down.
You think
Oh,
this
there's
thing is
Christian.
friend-shaped? This thing wants to kill you.
This thing needs to get like.
It
has
did.
killed me, and I'm having a great time. I think.
You don't know that, you're dead.
This thing
Yes,
needs to
it
be like pushed down like off a cliff, like that Kermit gif, where it's like
Thank you,
pushes it,
Christian.
it's like you push it
Right
and it like
off.
falls all the way up, all the way down.
I'm gonna
Andre-
get this tattoo on my forehead, so you have to see it throughout the entirety of Gen Con.
I will close my eyes.
I would love to get a tattoo of this thing on your face, though. I think that would be good.
We will
gonna get a tattoo of
post
it
this
somewhere.
art to our Twitter page, so you can
Yes.
also see
Yeah.
what the hell this thing looks like.
Yeah.
I love it.
Andre,
thing
I
needs
have
to be
like
pictured.
the quickest real question
Sure.
about Shane's current situation.
Status? Yes.
Is it possible that although completely dead and a part of the floor now,
Except the hand.
except a hand, can it be that Shane is stuck with like the tiniest modicum of like consciousness?
Oh yeah, you're still like barely sentient.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get let's get one last round of socials going. I'm gonna throw it to Dylan because you were just talking.
Yeah, hi, I'm Dylan. I go by she, he, and they pronouns. I was Shane. Shane is no longer alive. And you can find me everywhere at superdylan.com. And I am here right now, which is where you are. And then on Wednesdays, I'm on the welcome in for the Atomless.
Pass it to someone.
You should watch this. Really good.
Yeah, Serenity. Whoop.
Okay, that's me. Hi, I'm Serenity. I go by she, any pronouns. Do what you want to do. I ain't your mom. You can find me here on Sunday, running Tragedy of Theologian. Also, being this unicorn's biggest advocate. You can also find me on TikTok and Twitter. And I'm playing Vesla, who is luckily still alive. Not by their standards. They're unhappy about it. But goes by any and none pronouns. And then Sloan.
Hi, my name is Sloan, aka Arplebe. My pronouns are they, them, and I have been playing Talia, whose pronouns are she, her, and you can find me at Arplebe on TikTok and Twitter and Tumblr and other places on the internet. I game on Total Party Kiss as well as the Welcome In, and otherwise, I'm on the internet all the time. That's me. Dep.
Hello, I'm Depth, like the ocean. I can find me on all the things via Chaotic Bunny. I play here, and I will also be doing a cool little thing next weekend on the 1st, where I will be running a game for 24 hours. I will be DMing a game for 24 hours. Straight. And it's to help raise money for Trans Lifeline to help trans youth in Texas. Yeah, so players will be going from level 1 to level 20, and it'll be fun. Christian.
Hi everybody. My name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok and Twitch. But you can find me here on Total Party Kiss on Sundays, playing Ragna of the Iron Claw for Tragedy, and playing the werewolf nonverbal or growling werewolf here on Thursdays. I will also be joining Depth as a player for their 24-hour D&D 1 through 20 extravaganza. My sleep schedule was in shambles, and now I don't know what it will become. That's me. Our DMs have to talk.
Alex, I'm gonna switch over the screen to you.
I have been Alex, your co-GM. Reminder that you can find me at Aldermancy most places, or at Sword Ghost on Ko-fi and itch.io. I stream and GM here on Total Party Kiss for Strange Hungers, our homebrew D&D 5th edition horror campaign that is back live this Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Very exciting, so check that out. And I am also going to be doing a stream with Dylan on April 1st, I believe at 8 p.m. For charity, so keep an eye out for that over on his channel. And that's me.
And I have been Andre. You can find me at Andre Rivera Art on Twitter. And I am a player on Tragedy Theologian as well as co-GMing here with Alex on Unicorn Hunt. I will also be a part of the 24-hour stream with Depth and Dylan and Christian. We will catch you next week for the final ring, the final episode of the Unicorn Hunt. We will catch you all then. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.